Valve is a really astonishing company. I think they're kind of like the Pixar of video game companies in the sense that for about a decade and a half, they had like a flurry of games that were absolute titans with universal acclaim. And because of the money they raked in, they decided to just rest on their laurels instead of continuing that streak. I mean, they own Steam, which is an infinite money stream. So they've really got zero incentive to do anything at all anymore because other people can just make games they can distribute now. And this laziness was sort of tolerable, save for the fact that they basically ended Half Life on a cliffhanger, as they still haven't made the third game, until a couple years ago when arguably their most coveted online game, Team Fortress 2, started to have bots swarm the servers and effectively make the game unplayable. And Valve hasn't done any major updates to TF2 since 2017, indicating that they're probably not that interested in even adding that much more to the game anymore. But now they're just flat out sitting on a bot crisis, which is causing a lot of issues for anyone trying to join the game. Like, basically, trying to join a public TF2 server now will result in maybe one or two games if you're lucky before bots just raid the server and basically just like harass you consistently by aimbotting you until you quit the game or you get kicked by them. And this prompted Save TF2 to go trending, and it basically led to nothing outside of one tweet by, I guess, Valve made in response to the trending hashtag, and that was 2 years ago, and nothing new has happened since then. And Valve clearly doesn't feel any need to update this game. I mean, not even the reviews on Steam dropping the game to mostly negative appear to be enough. I feel like this is just the endpoint for most gaming companies once they no longer feel the need to do anything else. Valve is just flat out giving a middle finger to a passionate player base that pretty much has no leverage against them because they effectively dominate the computer game economy and they can just afford to ignore TF2 players because they really don't make money off of TF2. But honestly, that's not what made them truly hit a new low recently, shockingly. This is not the worst thing Valve has done in recent times, which I'll be honest, that feels kind of fake to think about. Like, it doesn't feel real that Valve could get lower than this, but they did because the worst thing to come from them is the leak of what might be their newest game in over a decade called Deadlock, which is a fitting name for the state of the company right now. Like, look at this. Valve, a renowned revolutionary game, is now developing discount Overwatch mixed with discount Fortnite mixed with discount TF2. Who exactly is this game for? I don't know, because anyone who's going to play this is probably going to play for at most an hour and then go back to the game they prefer of the inspirations of this hybrid. In my opinion, I think Valve making a new game could have been a welcome return, but the fact that they're doing it this way is just an amazing swing and miss. And it just goes to show that this company truly lost their way the moment they got so much money that they really could just get away with no productivity because that's what they've done the past 10, 15 years. And not only are they refusing to update one of their OG classics that has had a super passionate and loyal fan base, but they're now basically developing slop to pander to FPS players in the mid 2020s. I mean, you couldn't get much more corporate and soulless than this. And it's super depressing to see. It truly looks like the era of Golden Valve ended in the late 2000s and early 2010s, and it's just more apparent now more than ever with all of the recent developments. It's really a disheartening downfall for what was once such a golden titan in gaming. I mean, it just goes to show that no one really stays at the top forever, and this is just who Valve is at this point.